Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting it huge.
Touchdown, Miami! And they score first.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
7, South Carolina, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again.
Got a lot of running room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's got room. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now they'll try the right side. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecock.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Open runway ahead. The 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 7.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Now on the option. Now the pitch.
The receiver carries the ball. Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Now on 2nd down. first down and more. Nothing but green ahead. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Second and goal coming up. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Powers through. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring. He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
By the running back. No gain on the play. Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 14-14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Pocket, nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Handoff from the gun. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be...
Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, South Carolina, 14.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Shows him the stiff arm. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The throw to the outside is complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Right down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Trying to find his man on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Open space at the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Now, 4th down.
And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
Gonna take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got his man. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Running back searching for a hole. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Give to the running back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
He's tackled at the 23.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it from the gun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's looking to pass. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Northwestern. Just college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Back to the ground game on the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Miami 49, South Carolina 14.
And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Keeps the legs moving. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Direct snap. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, man. They've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And as we start the fourth quarter, they'll try to knock three through the uprights. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Shakes off the tackler. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Sticks it in his belly. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. He'll ride his man on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often, and usually don't go far down the field. But nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Going to the running game. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Power football with the run. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.